All right, welcome back to the second episode of the Last Class podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're
How you
back,
doing? The second
excited.
time, and yeah, it feels good the second time. And yeah, for the 46.9% of you guys not subscribed, we would appreciate you to please subscribe. And for the 53.1, we appreciate you for the help, for the support, for the first episode. Hey,
Hey, that was a crazy turnout for the first episode. I was not expecting like 100 views in 24 hours.
yeah.
For all the Spotify listeners that did listen, please go check out the YouTube channel. We're also there. Search up the Last Class podcast. We're gonna be there, and you also get to see the actual video of us for all the Spotify listeners out there. So if you're a visual learner as well and you want to see some stuff, check us out there.
Yeah, if you want to be a part of our talk here, you can see us. And hey, man, for the first podcast episode, it was pretty very very good. Honestly, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely shocked me. Like the amount of turnout people actually went, clicked, found it. It was insane.
Yeah,
I didn't suspect it. I didn't expect it to do well.
yeah, it did pretty good because usually if let's say if you're just now starting, you would have like 24, 30, 40 views. Like you wouldn't get past 50, and for us to get 150 is decent.
Yeah, that's definitely decent. I take it
Yeah.
anytime, any week.
And the TikTok has been doing bits.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
check us out on TikTok. We're also there too. Last Class Podcast.
Yeah, make sure to go ahead and like our clips. It's going to be the best clips of the episode, so make sure to go check them out. And if you're here from TikTok, welcome. This is the
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
This is the
And
first,
Spotify.
or second episode. So, I mean, without further ado, I think after that, let's get right into it. So, Pablo, what's been up, man?
I just want to say this, bro. Finally, after so many years, we're finally going to get Utopia, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
We are going to get Utopia. I'm telling you, this is the most anticipated Travis Scott album in forever, bro.
Oh, dude, it's been a long time coming. I mean, you know me. Look at this shit. We got Astroworld on the beanie. Literally, I am a Travis Scott fiend. I love him. I love that music.
Yeah.
It gets me so hyped up. When Astroworld came out, god damn, dude.
It's lit.
Dude, I still play video games. I'll put in Astroworld in my Spotify, and I'll just listen to everything. And I'll go through all 17 songs in about an hour, and I'll be like, okay, that was cool. Run it again.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And finally, the 28th of July, Travis Scott's going to literally perform at the pyramids, bro.
20th?
28th.
Oh, the 28th. Yeah, I'm selling my house. I'm going there. I have to. Dude, this is Travis Scott at the pyramids.
Yeah, like.
But I mean, if you want, like, literally, if you wanted to be on the nose about being secret societies, Illuminati stuff, that you just literally kind of gave it away. That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. You literally chose like the symbol of Illuminati
Yeah, pretty
pyramids.
much.
Like, come on. But I mean, that's also pretty dope. You are performing at the
That's
pyramids.
the pyramids. Like this man Luis, bro. Like you can tell he's a Travis Scott fan. Like
Oh,
in the little event we had a few weeks ago. Let's just say, bro, for the playlist, he straight up put the whole Astroworld album in the.
Oh god.
Bro, if you put Luis on Ox, bro, you're gonna expect a lot of Travis Scott in there.
Hey man, but shit, that was still bumping though.
Yeah,
Got the whole place
I'm pretty
bumping.
sure it's Travis Scott. It's cool. No, I like his music a lot, but
Mhm.
I do have a little theory about Travis Scott.
All right, go ahead.
So Travis Scott, obviously, we all know what happened in the Astroworld incident
Oh,
about
yeah.
a few years ago.
I mean, I got a free hat from there.
I mean, yeah, but let's just say it wasn't the best. RIP to the ones that have been lost in that event. But I do want to say this. That whole Astrofest concert, whatever it was, that was just I say, and most people, other people say, that was all part of a ritual.
Really?
I'm telling you, bro, that has to be a ritual. The way that he would perform, the way that things would picture out in the concert, it's just literally a ritual, a way of literally showing demonic activity, right?
Mhm.
So pretty much this is the thing I want to say. he definitely said something or did something in that concert that cast some sort of spell, and that exactly why people died, because they were sacrifices for that concert.
But like, what do you think they were sacrificed towards? Like more fame, more money?
Who knows? But all I'm saying is that
I
I
don't.
can tell why this is like part of the plan for Travis Scott. I'm not saying Travis Scott is a bad person or anything. I'm just
Yeah, I
saying this
mean,
was part of the plan, because we all saw that apology video. That was probably one of the worst apologies I've ever seen in my life. And the way that he just scrapped it off like that just kind of proves how that was all just a part of the plan. And for him to, obviously, it's going to be a tough time for him to like gain back the fame and shit.
man, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, literally, he performed last week in the forest in France. You saw that crowd.
I mean, we all saw the crowd, but
Like, that,
Utopia is because he's trying to amp up, and people were waiting for Utopia. This is why. 2021, back in the day, it was just Astroworld. And all I'm saying is that Travis Scott, bro, your music is good, but I don't think I'm gonna be attending a concert, bro.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd still go.
Like, Travis Scott's fire, bro. I like his music a lot, but dude, that is some crazy stuff. And another thing, what Luis said, he's a performing at the pyramids, and that just says a lot about what's going on, bro. Everybody knows what happens at the top of the pyramid. Everybody knows what's the shade, all the stuff, the
Yeah,
so,
on our dollar bills and
Uh-huh.
whatnot. Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna come to Travis Scott's defense here. I'm gonna say this.
okay.
So even before the whole Astroworld Festival, the Travis Scott concerts were always rowdy. Like there was a dude who literally got paralyzed by jumping off like this third story off the roof and into the crowd. And I mean, since the beginning, those concerts have always been rowdy. Like, and on top of that, Travis Scott. This is the bad part about it. You would encourage it. You would post it on the Instagrams and be like, hey, you know, this guy got beat up, or cut up, bleeded, or whatever. He was like, didn't survive the rodeo, but he's a hero in my book. You know, you were posting this, and you were like, you have this cult following. And you're posting this, and you're telling essentially what it's giving to these people is, hey, the crazier you get, the rowdier you get, the more you get hurt, busted up, don't matter. You keep going, you keep going. And so always before this, like at Lollapalooza, he performed, and what did he tell? Don't touch it, don't touch it. He was telling security, fuck security, don't touch the fans, don't touch the fans, let them rage. Come on stage, come on stage. And what happens? All of Lollapalooza starts coming. People are getting stamped or stampeded and everything. So the guy's always had this type of thing or this type of cult following. I want to say that maybe he knows his power, but he didn't know how far it would go. He thought people might have had common sense with, hey, if there's somebody that falls in front of you, you're not gonna walk over them to get to the stage.
Yeah.
But these people don't care, and that's what we saw at Astroworld Festival. Like, if there was a dude right next to me that passed out and collapsed, I'm gonna go and help that dude. I don't understand how there's 10,000 people, a dude collapses, and the people right next to them, what are they going to do? You're going to jump on them. They're already down. You're not going to help them. You're not going to be like, hey. And for the few people that did,
We applaud you.
yeah,
Thank
applaud you. Like,
'cause
that is...
we're all human, and
Exactly.
to help one another is the least we can do.
And I would say, when I first heard the whole ritual sacrifices of that Astroworld Festival, indefinitely, I mean, I was going to say, come on. This is some...
Yeah.
This is some BS. But there's this one clip where I did see they're literally there's this body being pushed out, and it's like crowd surfing, right? They're pushing the body over their heads, right? And there's Travis Scott on the mic, ooh, literally singing as his fucking body is just going over the crowd. And I think the body's either unconscious or dead. And so that's why I'm like, okay, that's a little on the nose that somebody really got hurt.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna stop it or you're not gonna check on them.
Yeah, he's just continuing. But all I'm gonna say is that Travis Scott, your music's good.
We'd love to have you on the podcast.
We'll love you to have We'll have you on the podcast, but I'm not gonna attend a concert. I mean, at least the artist is good. Unlike Playboy Cardi, on the other hand, bro is crazy demonic, and his music is mid. I'm no offense to all my Cardi fans out there, but there's only a couple of songs that are good. Bro has a whole album, Whole Lot of Red, dedicated to the blood. Bro would be the type to get with the girl on her period.
Oh my god.
Honestly, bro. And for all you vampires out there, bro, you guys are with that. So
I mean, it's when it comes to Playboy Cardi, at least his music, there's a few songs I do like, but most of his songs I can't take it. Like when he did this one feature, what was it? On I think it was Off the Grid. That Playboy Cardi feature ruined that song. I to this day, like when that song comes on, I like Off the Grid by Kanye West on Donda. It's probably one of the few songs on there
the
that's
few
pretty
ones
good.
that are decent,
And Playboy Cardi's verse comes on, I skip it.
dude.
It's
yeah,
just
can't, man.
yeah, exactly. It
Like,
just doesn't sound good.
Can't. And it's sad because I love Ye, bro. Like, just go ahead.
Kanye West gonna
Hey.
come out with a new, supposedly coming back with a comeback album.
Maybe he's in Japan. It's in the works. Ty Dolla
$5 sign. I don't know, man.
Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be good, bro. And all I'm saying is that the only thing that can beat Travis Scott at the Pyramids is Kanye West at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, we're definitely going to that concert. If we don't make it to the pyramids, I'm going to
Him
the
and
Eiffel
Jay-Z,
Tower. Dude,
you already know what's going on, bro.
he gets everybody that was featured on all of the lights to come back. Yo, there were so many features on that
Too
song.
many.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to have somebody in the music industry come on this podcast and literally break down just like, because the amount of production levels that goes into making music is quite literally, this takes, I think just this, there's this one song, Power, on, what's it called? On My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That took over 100 man hours just to make by itself. So 100 hours goes dedicated to one song. How, like,
What energy?
how do you know it's complete? That's the question. Like, how do you know when you're like, okay, it's done. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and how many times do you have to revise it and say, no, it's not done? Or how many times you have to recheck? How many times, like...
Rewrite the lyrics, everything. It's a world, I imagine it's a world that is super, super... I mean, it's a different type of level. I mean, we talked about boxing and MMA, but those guys as well, they're in their own different mind. That's literally artistry.
It's art.
It's complete to see how music has evolved from like back in the 1800s. You had my boy Beethoven dropping Symphony No. 9 on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy. It goes fire.
Bro's crazy, about to win a Grammy with that.
Yeah.
And that's just good, the levels. You've seen it. You goes through the years, and it's good to know that because by each year, each decade, there's different types of music.
Yeah.
And for Ye to pull through with a new album, especially nowadays with this comeback, that's...
But the thing is, can Ye even be accepted as a comeback? If the album drops or if it gets announced, do you think people are going to come and listen to it? Or do you think people are going to give him that chance?
After
do you think he can be...
After everything. I would say yes. Because Kanye is bigger than people think. Because everything happened. Look, Donda released. I mean... Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Just give the boy a chance, bro. Music-wise, he's a W. Or am I wrong, Luis?
I mean, no, you're not wrong. I still listen to all the albums, you know. I think this is where it's very important to separate the art from the artist. If Kanye releases an album, I'll listen to it. You know, it doesn't matter to me. What he says in real life, though, is some wild, crazy shit. Crazy shit.
And that's the type of stuff we accept here at the Last Cast podcast. So Kanye West,
Kanye West, come onto the podcast. We'd love to have you. You know, anytime, any day. Give us a day. Give us anywhere. We love to have you, man. We can even sit down and talk with you. Wasn't he born in ATL?
I actually don't know.
What's it called? I believed he was born in ATL and then moved to Chicago.
Maybe. But hey, if he was born here, bro, easy access, bro. You pulling up over here in your own home, and
welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome
bro.
home.
Welcome home. The homecoming.
Homecoming. There it is. Kanye reference of the
it.
day. Homecoming.
I swear, bro. Like, no matter what day it is, there's always going to be a Kanye reference. Like, we always hang out. There's a Kanye reference
Every day.
I mean, if you guys don't know who I am, like, bro, my name is in a Kanye West album. Like, that itself is saying something.
The Life of Pablo. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a thing that we have going on in our friend group where we have albums from the Kanye West that represent us. So obviously over here, Pablo is the life of
The
Pablo.
Life of Pablo.
Uh, this is going.
It's decent. I like it. A good amount of choices.
We're gonna have some for all the people who actually watch on YouTube. We're gonna have the vinyls. I mean, have these, have all the Kanye records back there. So it's gonna be cool and all. I mean, if you're watching the YouTube videos, you definitely gonna see the background change a little bit as we go further and further, and over time, it's only gonna get better and better.
Of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's your album though?
I've been thinking about this for a while. I think originally probably back in high school, yay. Just I was a crazy motherfucker.
Yay.
I was crazy. I was a crazy kid. I was a crazy high schooler. I was a crazy teenager doing crazy stuff. Now, I'm a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy type of guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's not bad, not bad. Hey, but that album is going to be,
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy 2. That's the title.
yeah, that might be the second one. Hopefully, the upcoming, and who knows how well it does. Who knows? Honestly,
Honestly, I mean that's true. Who does know how well it will do, and how well it will be received? I mean, every time Kanye does something wild, he gets away from the spotlight, goes and does his work, magic, comes back to the spotlight, and it's interesting because this time around, it's like, what was the other times that he did it? It was the Taylor Swift comment,
Yeah.
right? And what was it afterwards? After the Taylor Swift, it was the 400 Years a Slave was a choice. And I think, yeah, exactly.
It's a roller coaster ride when it comes to the Yay, bro.
He's always on some crazy shit. He always says some crazy shit, and then afterwards you get what happened recently with the anti-Semitic comments. And every time it seems like Hollywood and all these the people sitting at the top, they like it's why I find it hard to understand is like, okay, is Kanye really uncancelable? Because Hollywood, I mean, you see, like TMZ, they will post it. Kanye West said this. Kanye did this. Kanye, hey, good morning, Kanye. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
They don't harass. I mean, do they harass that man? I say it's kind of like you're poking the bear.
Yeah.
You're poking the bear. But sometimes Kanye literally doesn't need to get poked, and he'll just go
You
on.
just keep going.
Exactly.
This is also another thing I admire from him. But
But at the same time, that man is mentally ill. So I mean, it's like you have such a big platform. Imagine that you got rich at such a young age. You blew up onto the world stage. Your mom dies. But what does Kanye do? I'm gonna go on tour. I'm gonna continue going on tour. You don't have time to mourn your mother or process anything, right? You just go immediately on tour and you sink all like those emotions that you got from your mother passing away, that which you really should have been taking time to really mourn her and kind of heal yourself. Because I mean, Kanye was a only child. His mom was a single mother, and as a person who can relate to that, if my mom passed away, it would take me, I don't know how long until to like fully comprehend that
Recover.
happened, and recover that. Okay, I can finally return to the world. But what he do was immediately he went to, I think it was the glow in the dark tour. And he just worked on that, cranked out albums, and this is the Kanye we have today. He's a damaged man, and I think that's what a lot of people fail to see about Kanye. He's a damaged dude. His mother died when he blew up, and this and that, and a lot of it he blames himself for his mother dying. Why? Because he's the one who moved her out to L.A., and then he's the one who also paid for her surgery.
yeah.
And so, I mean, I want to say that he hasn't had a lot of time to really evaluate and process that. And that's what causes mental illness later on as his career goes. He didn't have time. He was always kind of pushing it aside. And that will destroy you from the inside out. And, after his mother dies, you have the whole, what's it called? His girlfriend also breaks up with him too?
Kim.
No, not Kim. The one before Kim.
Oh.
808s and Heartbreak.
808.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That his girlfriend breaks up with him. Mom dies. Goes on tour, does singing album. Taylor Swift. Right, the whole Taylor Swift
God,
taking the
this is
bottle.
just- just thinking about it, it just sucks, doesn't
Exactly, kind of literally,
it?
it just goes
down, and then Kim, and then dude,
exactly.
just ruins
It
things
slowly
again.
goes back up. It slowly, the 400 years of slave comment, the Nike deal, oh, Adidas, oh, okay, Kim, all right, kids,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
keep going, and
And
then
then,
again,
no.
it's a roller coaster ride with Kanye West, especially at the environment he's living in. Especially he was in California with Kim Kardashian, and you know how everything goes back there in the hills, in the Hollywood.
Hey man, it's like Hollywood to so many people is like where they dream of going there. I want to be a successful actor. Like my mom, she loves like reality TV shows. She keeps up like the Real Housewives, all that like shit.
Yeah,
She loves it. She was like, we need our own reality TV show because this family is crazy, right?
Jesus.
And so I'm like, I mean, these are all reality TV shows, but we all watch them and we know that they're fake, or at least some parts of them are fake, right? And I'm like, but to live that life where your everything, your life is put on blast. People can see it, people can judge you, people can do this and that. I'm like, it's a little strange. I think that's just interesting how a person can, yeah, bring the camera crew in. They're gonna be in the rooms waiting for us, and we're just gonna have a normal. We're just gonna be normal. And people are interested in that, like that life. I mean, that's the kind of like the life of a social media influencer, right? Kind of vlogs and all this and that. But you at least have some control over what you show. You can blur out this and that. Over there, Hollywood, I mean, the rules get bent. Because why? It's Hollywood. You want to get big and famous? You want to do this and that? Well, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to,
Just make you look the best, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's so many people out there that believe like, oh, I want to be an actor, I want to be this, I want to be that, I need to move to LA, I need to move to Hollywood. I'm like, but at the same time,
That's stress, isn't it?
it's not stress, but what is Hollywood? Like nowadays with all this shit going on, Hollywood is, I mean,
Nah.
it's I mean, we have Post
It's a
Malone.
mystery.
It's a mystery. I mean, Post Malone also left Hollywood because he was like, I don't like it there. Like a lot, literally. I think he says vampires, like they're, but not like vampires, like mythological vampires. But I'm talking about like people themselves are vampires. They'll, stick onto you and they're gonna ride you to your fame. And I think that's how they work you. I mean, Hollywood's a workhorse. You're famous, you're rich. Okay, I can make you richer, but how am I gonna do it? I'm gonna put a leash on you and I'm gonna ride you until the top. And they'll work you and they'll work you. I mean, look what they did to Michael Jackson.
MJ, man.
Exactly. So Hollywood in itself is, I mean, if you can't find a way to escape it, then you will forever be enslaved to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they'll get you with those contracts, man. At least from what I hear. And then you have all that conspiracy level stuff going down in Hollywood.
Yo, that's just a different way of life, honestly. And back to the housewives and stuff, like living with the camera in your face all the time is just annoying. Like you can't say something without the camera not picking it up. Especially like right now in the podcast, like sometimes I even forget this camera's here. And for that to happen in a day to day is sometimes it could be scary.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, it's not only. I mean, it's kind of like when you put that out, you have to also censor yourself. There's a lot of topics that we cannot talk about because obviously there's social media and cancellation. But on top of that, it's also like you can't say certain things about certain people or you can't mention certain names. The reason why is because that puts you on a list somewhere.
Yeah, like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all.
And living in Hollywood, it just makes things even worse if you're there.
Dude, I mean, have you heard about? All right, a little bit of a topic change. We're gonna switch over for a minute. So there's this movie that just came out, and I think it was called the Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom, and it talks about a federal agent who rescues his boy from a child sex trafficking ring, right? And his sister is also in this child sex trafficking ring. So, and he's a federal agent working for the Department of Homeland Security. He tries to rescue this girl, but he has to quit his job, and he moves to go and rescue her. Now, it sounds normal, or, it's a movie at the end of the day, right? So, the theory about it, the conspiracy behind it is when a lot of these people are going to these movie theaters and they're sitting down and the manager will come to the movie theater. Hey, we're having troubles downloading the movie. It's going to take about 30 minutes. If you guys want to leave the theater and, go to another movie, or we can refund you, get more snacks or at the concession stand. We can do that. But if you want to wait, that's fine, you know. And some people, they're going to go out and they're going to go home, get the refund, or go see a different movie, right? They don't want to wait the 30 minutes. Some people do. But it's a little crazy at saying how much of a common occurrence it is. And it's a movie talking about child sex rings. And on top of that, from what I hear, the movie where it's this child sex ring is, well, none other than here, L.A. So, I mean, and with all the stuff that's been going down recently with Jeffrey Epstein and all this list leaks and who's been on that island, and you have these celebrities and stuff who have talked to him, seen him. Bill Gates was also on that fucking list. Bill Gates tells you, hey, man, I only went to dinner with him. You went to dinner with him 137 times on that island. It was only dinner.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either. I just hear it.
Just here. We're just spectating and we just listen.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy. It's just the fact that it's not played like a normal movie. Like, you're saying that the manager's coming in and telling the audience that, hey, yo, wait, we're downloading this movie. Nah, there's just no way.
If they are downloading the movie, then that means it's got to be like it's not on file. That's what I'm saying. Like, this movie is not going out there. Who controls these movies? Well, obviously, the Hollywood.
Yeah. So it's and
so,
you're saying, when was this movie released?
Just barely this year.
This year?
But it's been in production for a long time, and they've been wanting to release a movie for the past 5 months, and they haven't been able to, because why? There's always pushback on it, this and that. What's it called? You have to make this movie a certain rating because of this and that. Like, they threw everything at this movie to kind of like, you can't release it in theaters. You can't make it into theaters.
Seems kind of like insecure, doesn't it?
It seems a little fishy, because I'm like, you're kind of, it's like, if you open the door for conversation, then it's going to allow for everybody to see.
Say.
There's going to be a lot to say, a lot for people to see, think, and open freely, because not a lot of people actually know or care about what happened on Jeffrey Epstein's island. And a lot of people say, oh, well, he fucking killed himself, and that's the end of the story, right?
Yeah.
But it goes so
it's
much
just long
deeper.
deep.
It's like a rabbit hole. It really is. And it just never ends. It's insane what happens. And, I mean, I would go into it, but obviously the Hollywood elitists right now are,
Yeah, all I'm saying is that I'm here in Georgia and I'm here in Atlanta, so we been chilling.
Next thing you know, this water is like all poison.
It starts to choke in the podcast.
I'm going to say this right now for all the viewers. I would never kill myself.
Yeah, 100%. And if you're thinking on that, please tell somebody. I'm telling you, if you're depressed, if you're anxious.
Disclaimer, real quick. If you are depressed, going through a mental illness, go check that out.
Please check it out. Get help. We do it not to judge, but we do it so we can help people. We do it so everybody can live and feel like they have a meaning in this life or in this world. Mm-hmm.
So, quick question. Why is it that nowadays depression, anxiety, all these, like, they're not mental illnesses, but why do you think it's so prevalent in our society, especially in our age group, this whole Gen Z millennial era?
It's just got to be social media. It got to be what's going on around the world. It's just so many factors to that. Mm-hmm. And I think social media has to be, or like, just
a blessing and a curse.
Our phones, our computers, whatever. The internet, it's like you say, it's a blessing and a curse. A blessing because for the good stuff, obviously, the learning, the communication, the entertainment. Yeah. Like, heck, you're seeing us right now in this podcast, or you're listening. Mm-hmm. So that's the good side. But obviously there's bullying. Obviously there's also bad stuff. But like the communication, there's always cons of the communication. You could be fighting with somebody. You could be watching horrible things and makes you feel like you're nothing. And that's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, also another big thing, and I remember I did feel this, like when I was in like high school, I would obviously go scroll through Instagram, and I would see kids about our age, right?
Mm.
But these kids were fucking rich. Like these guys, they were born into a family that was rich, and so when you're on Instagram or when you see this type of stuff, you middle class families or you're just even poor, right? And you see this shit, you see kids your age that are richer than you. They don't give a fuck. Like they really don't care. Like to them, this is play. Like they don't know what it is like to work, grind, or have a job, or get fired from a job because you were given everything to you as a kid. And I remember as a high schooler, that made me so envious. Like I would actually be angry seeing it, and it would make me like hate. Like it brought out hate in me. I was like, these guys, they don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like to come from someone who's like struggled or. So like social media can make you so envious of other people, especially when you see somebody with something that you want and they have and they treat it kind of like
That's nothing.
it,
But for someone, it's like
it's everything.
amazing.
Yeah, it's everything to them. And when you treat like when you're that big and you treat it kind of like fuck it, this and that, that'll piss somebody off. And it certainly made me mad, especially seeing all these like kids kind of like running around with all this money. They don't give a fuck. Crash a car here, this and that. Daddy's got it covered.
Nah, bro. Just
Like
there's no satisfaction in that. Like, let's say we're starting off with this podcast. Like, bro, we don't have to buy followers. We don't have to buy anything.
Yeah.
We're driving literally cars that are barely working. Like my car, I'm telling you, my car is the worst thing on this planet. I've been stuck in traffic. I've been stuck. It's been turning off, and for me to grind and get a better car and the car I always wanted is good. And compared to other people that can have it in a blink of an eye is very crazy, especially if they're not really like accepting it or treating it horribly or not caring.
there was this one kid in our class that was like that. Remember him? In the last class?
Yep.
Super rich, daddy's money.
I wouldn't say he's super rich,
Not
but
super rich, but he was wealthy.
all I say is that my boy was on his daddy and mommy stuff. And we'll get more into that in the next episode, guys. So stay tuned in the Last Class podcast.
Oh.
It's going to get interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So
Definitely.
pretty much, yeah, depression and all that, bro. And I feel you. You get that type of stuff when you feel envy. And all I just want to say is that it's just hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, please don't make suicide your first option. Like, that shouldn't even be in your mind. Like, never. Your life is too valuable. Like, I'm saying that if your mom don't love you, if your dad don't love you,
That don't mean shit.
that don't mean nothing. If you just find a way to love yourself, and if no one loves you in this world, just know that me and Luis love you. And that will be enough. I say that will be enough.
We love all our subscribers.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, we love all the listeners.
All
'Cause,
of the listeners.
Exactly, because you guys are essentially it's going to make us. So everything that you give us is going to be used to give you better stuff. It's like a, not give and take relationship. It's like you give me something, I'm going to give you something back.
It's a win-win.
And- exactly. So you give me your time, I'll entertain you. And I'm going to, and that's always going to be the deal. The more and more time you give me, the more and more, you follow us, I'm going to give you more and better quality entertainment.
Of course.
And it won't only just be here on the Last Class. I mean, it's going to expand to other things in the future. But kind of going back to that whole, this subject of social media, like, let's say, for example, you make it, right?
Yeah.
You make it, you have a nice house, you don't have to worry about money for the kids' generation, right? I'm not going to be like, hey, son, you're 16 years old. Here's a Lambo. Like, fuck no, kid. Like, you're going to have to go through the same shit I went through. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. When they make it that big, look at Will Smith and Jaden Smith, right?
Oh, gosh.
18 years old, or he was 16? I don't know, 16, 17. I want to move out, Dad. I want my own house. What happened? Will Smith bought him a fucking mansion. Hey, Dad, I need a car. What'd he get?
Everything.
The first Tesla Model X.
Dude, Will Smith, bro. And this is one thing, celebrities, but this one thing I always respect. I don't know if you've seen that one clip of Shaq saying that you won't touch my money until you get degrees.
Yeah.
Like, he's saying that he wants a lawyer, he wants a doctor. He doesn't want all NBA players, obviously.
Yeah.
But he wants degrees so they can touch daddy's wallet. And that's what I respect a lot about Shaq. Like, bro is everything. Bro got Papa John's. Bro
Hey,
got
Shaq-a-ronies,
Oreos.
dog.
Bro got everything. And we need more people like that. We don't need to spoil our kids. We don't need to, like, obviously sometimes once in a while it's fine to go give your kid something, right?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
surprise them.
Exactly.
But sometimes tasting a little bit of shit is good for you. It's good for you. Like,
It's essentially kind of just reminding them that, hey, you keep doing this, and that. You keep doing this effort. I see your effort. I'm gonna reward you for your effort. But there's possibilities that open up. The more and more you work, the harder you work, the better the reward. Instead of just giving them already a big reward and being like, all right, go ahead, fuck off. Like that's the thing I see with like rich parents or just wealthy off parents. Like their kids don't have to work. They don't have to struggle. And coming from like immigrant families where our parents came in from a different country, you're gonna have to work. And they tell you this, like they tell us, that it doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna have to work. This isn't that because they only know that type of work to make money, and they don't understand that like following a dream.
yeah.
And that's the kind of like the gamble we're taking here. It's the following of a dream, and it's gonna take a while. I think we know it's gonna take a minute, but I'm prepared to, we're prepared to give this our all. And to all those out there, this the same goes to you. Follow your dreams. Don't just think it's a dream. Don't just give up on it. Don't really. I'm being very serious. Go follow it. See where it takes you. Like doors open, and it's insane because with this, just off the first episode, a few doors open. I told you about it.
Yeah, of course.
Doors open for me, and I was surprised, I was shocked, and I was everything. So, this whole wave of depression in our generation, I want to say it's temporary. Don't let social media, don't let these ideals corrupt you. Don't be envious, don't be jealous. I say take it what you see. Believe it. Don't believe it. I say take what you see, learn from it. Okay, this is that. If you're being bullied or harassed online, put a strong face. It don't matter.
Put a strong face. You gotta show character, and don't let no one like make you eat dirt or like crap.
The
Like,
show must go on.
Don't make anyone. The show must go on. You keep on going. They're talking crap. Make that your motivation.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you can do it. Like,
Exactly.
someti-
Suffering is only temporary.
Uh-huh.
That's why I tell myself, like, I'll be tired from like working outside in that hot ass sun. It's only temporary. I know if I go inside, I'm gonna go inside at some point. So might as well just get it done. Suffer this like like an hour or two, but that's about it. We know at the end of the rainbow that there's a pot of gold.
yeah, that's gonna be something very nice and something big.
Yeah.
And for me, I would say that social media, let's say just for a few months or a few, like, if not days, if you guys can like get rid of your social media and have a little detox, life will be so much peaceful.
Yeah.
Life will be so much better. I remember I had my detox, and shout out to my friend Oscar because he did tell me to do this.
Oh yeah, I remember when you did this. Yeah.
Yeah, right after senior year, or let's just say at the end of senior year, I felt bad. Like, I wouldn't say depressed because I wouldn't like lock myself in my room and I would like leave, but it would just be within my family and my closest friends. So I would literally just not talk to anyone. I didn't feel well enough. Like, I felt no motivation, like going to college and all that stuff, and like it just couldn't be bothered, right? So all I did was like, Oscar was like one day, yo, you should do a detox. Just get rid of your social media and see what happens. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. It was May 2022. As soon as I graduated, the day of my graduation, I cut off so many people. I cut off my classmates. Not my friends, my classmates. I'm saying the people you go into the classroom and talk to. Those are classmates, not friends. And for me to just do that the day of my graduation, the last thing I went to was I went to one graduation kickback. That's it. That whole 2022, that's it. And let's just say I didn't log into my social media until October of 2022.
I remember that. Yeah, you came. You were like, "I'm back," and I was like, "Oh
I'm
shit."
back, and was back better than ever. I felt fresh. I felt good. And hey, man, I'm right here doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And
yeah, definitely. I mean, congratulations. And I think it's kind of crazy that nowadays a detox is get off the fucking phone, get away from the internet, because the internet will fucking make you horrible.
Yeah.
Like it blinds you. I don't think, I actually didn't have, a lot of kids had social media back when I was like literally entering 5th grade. So this is elementary school, and then going into middle school. I didn't get social media until I was in freshman year of high school. I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't have a Twitter. I didn't have a, Snapchat, all until freshman year.
Jeez.
Yeah, I waited for a long time. And the reason why was, my mother was always like, you can't have a fucking YouTube page. You can't have this, and that. I think the most I had was a YouTube page. But like the whole Facebook and all that, I didn't have any of that. My mom was very strict on it. And, I was middle school and everything. The rules didn't matter then. But it was always something that just stuck with me that, hey, I probably shouldn't have this for at least, a few years from now. Or at least I should wait, because whatever's on there probably, it needs to be at a higher level of maturity. So, I waited for a while, and then I was like, okay, well, now all my friends are all on this, like, Instagram, all this stuff, so let me go ahead and get it. And that's when I, got into it. And already at that point, my mom and she had talked with me, and she already kind of trained me that, hey, social media, this is what it has. It has good, it has bad. You're going to see this, and you're going to see that. And I think it's very important, especially when you have your kids nowadays. Because a lot of parents are older than their kids, right? They're like fucking boomers, right?
Yeah.
Or not boomers, but you're in your 30s. You didn't grow up in the social media age, right? You went outside, you had your friends, you had your bikes, you went and pedaled.
Yeah.
Nowadays, social media is kind of like that. And when you grow up in that day and era, it's completely different from what you have now. So I think it's very important especially if you're older and you don't have kids yet, or you're thinking about having kids, tell your kids and explain to your kids exactly what social media is. Have that talk with them. Be like, hey, look, you're going to witness this. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. It's a big part in society now.
They got to be prepared. They got to be prepared going into it.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely horrible things in social media.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. And people shouldn't even see it. I'm telling you, there's just nasty stuff, horrible stuff. Your kids don't have to see that. Obviously, there's fun stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that just prepare your kids and all that stuff. And maybe because of my mom was the same thing. Maybe it was for the better. And maybe that's why we're like this. We're not like other people that desperately need to touch their phone every single time, bro.
Yeah, those phone addicts are
like,
crazy.
Bro, like I can't go, like it pisses me off just going to eat somewhere and everybody's on their phone but me, and I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to have a normal conversation here, bro. Or maybe that's just like a podcast personnel of mine. I just like talking, like enjoying the moment. And I recommend a detox for some people. Yeah. If you can't live with your phone like within at least an hour, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was telling you, like, my mom would tell me, I'm gonna stay away from social media for at least for a while. Now, whenever we go out to eat, she's always on her fucking phone. Like, literally, I'm like, I'll put my phone down and everything. I'll put it to the side. I'm like, okay, so mom, what's been on the news lately? Mom.
It's like we switched.
I'm sitting down with a teenager here. She's gonna listen to this podcast. Hey, it's all in good heart and intentions.
Yeah. No judgment here.
Definitely no judgment, but definitely get the fuck off your phone. Get off your phone.
Nah. And the stuff we see in social media, bro, I'm telling you, I be scrolling. Like, I'm gonna be real. I like watching YouTube. I like watching videos. I like laughing.
Exactly.
But sometimes you gotta take a break, guys. Like, come on now. And I'm telling you, I would see some random stuff on there. Some of the scariest things.
Hey, yo. Dude, there's this one video I did see today where it was this one dude riding around in this motorcycle, and he was in the woods, and I think he had talked about, I had heard something in the last video or whatever. I think it was like a TikTok, or I can't remember where it was. I saw it on Instagram, and this guy's riding through the woods. He's like, he gets to the spot where the roads kind of branch out, right?
Oh yeah.
And you hear like the crickets, the frogs, everything. And the forest sounds alive. It's it sounds like a normal forest. Everything goes silent. Like the
Oh my gosh, that
the frog stopped, the birds stopped chirping, the fucking crickets go like quiet. There's absolutely no sound.
that's creepy.
And on top of that, it was like daylight. Like, I mean, it was daylight when he went in, and as soon as he gets to the spot, darkness, like complete, like as if the sun was blocked out. Like
That's
it went super dark, super quick. And he had like shut off his bike and was like looking around, and then in like out of the one of the trailways, you see this like humanoid figure.
oh no.
And I don't know if it starts like making this weird noise, like this kind of like click clack sound. I don't know if it started making a noise or anything, but you hear the anxiety and he's like his breath is like
Shaky.
and he's trying to like start up his bike. He's kicking it. It's not starting. This thing, like this creature or whatever, like it's straight up looks like a human. And it's like slowly kind of like peering out from the like this little ditch, and you see him like getting more and more curious, and the more and more it comes out, and he's panicking at this point. He's like, come on.
Damn.
That shit put anxiety in me.
Dude, just the fact you're going into a wood, just going through woods.
Yeah, and
in
it's a trail.
In your bike. It wasn't even a normal bike. It was a motorbike.
Yeah.
He was going through the trail, and didn't he say that at the beginning he saw some bones?
Yeah, there was a bunch of bones.
Bones.
So I mean, I believe it. Especially here in North America, the Appalachian Mountain trails, like everything, that place is haunted. Like there is so much stuff that happens at the Appalachian Mountains. Like there's reports of the Appalachian Lights. Have you ever heard of that?
Nah.
So it's this weird phenomenon. A bunch of people report it where in the mountains of Appalachia, these lights will appear out of like the straight up like above the forest canopy, and they'll just do weird zigzag patterns and everything. It's like
What the
it's
heck?
lights, but they've chopped it up to swamp gases making lights. Yeah, exactly. That shit doesn't make sense to
Yo.
me. Swamp gas.
You're saying that the people are saying that.
No, there's footage of it. There's like videos, images. I mean,
No.
we'll put
but,
this.
But they're saying it's swamp gas. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's like
the cover up or something. Or
I
what?
don't say it's a cover, but that's like the most like scientific. Like this is science. Like okay, science. Our explanation: gas, swamp gas. Like, what type of fucking horseshit is that? Swamp gas.
Nah.
Swamp gas is the reason for causing like these lights that are. We'll pull up pictures for the viewers here, but it's you have those. You have this stories like straight up. You ever heard of the missing 411 cases?
Nah, man.
These people like they'll be there one day, and people will keep track of them. They'll be in groups. Like there's this one kid, right, 5 years old. Apparently ran 5 miles. Like he disappeared. Like it was dinner time. He was going home. Dog goes into the woods, right? So he goes and tries to go get the dogs. A few minutes later, he doesn't return home, but the dog's home, right? So where'd the kid go? So they go looking into the woods. Well, they can't find him, so they call in the rangers, the police, they make a report, and they go looking for this kid, and they find his clothes 5 miles from the house.
Oh.
And it had only been it had only been an hour. But the theory, or what the cops have been able to trace was that he would have had to make that 5-mile trek through Appalachian trails, right? And these weren't like paved out trails. This was like straight up hills, rocks, everything in 30 minutes. 5 miles in 30 minutes. I run a mile in 15.
Dang, dude, that's a lot.
So this kid apparently trekked 5 miles through like one of the harshest conditions.
It's not even trail. Like, yeah. What? It's just random. What the? Nah.
Exactly. 5 miles.
A kid.
A 5-year-old, a toddler, fucking toddler.
No. Yo, five-year-old.
A 5-year-old does this. Goes 5 miles in, 30 minutes, right? All his clothing, neatly, what's it called? Like it was
folded?
Neatly folded, all on a log. Gone. They never found his body. They never found bones. They never knew where he went. He was gone.
And you're saying that nothing has been found?
Nothing.
As of right now?
Nothing.
How long ago was this?
Oh, dude, this is back in like the 1900s.
Dang.
Exactly. So this has been like this, and this is the thing is, this is not the first time this has happened. This has happened all over North America, especially here in the United States and Canada. And people will literally just go missing, like vanishing into thin air. And this is the same traits. They'll find their clothes on like logs, rocks, or anything,
Logs.
and they'll be neatly folded, or sometimes they'll just be like laid out, as if they had taken it off themselves, and that's it, right? But that's how it always begins. They'll go into the woods. They have a set trail to tell somebody, "Hey, I'm gonna go here. This and that," and they're hikers. Like these guys are professional hikers that go out there. They know. My bad. They know the terrain. They studied the terrain. They've mapped it out. They have the proper equipment. Yet they just disappear, and they cover insane amount of what's it called, land. In in record time. So I'm talking about they cover fucking like 10 miles in like 15 minutes. Like it's impossible for a human to cover trails, mountains, and this like not horrendous conditions, but like a lot
it's tough.
tougher.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
exactly. And these are professional hikers doing it. I mean, a professional hiker can't fucking do it.
What do you think it is, bro? Like it's gotta be like, is it an animal? Is it a
You want the leading theory?
what?
Aliens.
Dude,
Aliens are abducting humans.
bro, that is what? Dude, that is just insane, bro. Like, nah, aliens.
That's
Aliens.
That's
And for every single time, no evidence, no nothing.
no, because they don't find bones. They would say the second leading theory, animals. The bears probably hunted them. A wolf probably killed them and took them to their den or
but
whatever.
this is the thing. No wolf, no animal is going to leave your clothes folded up perfectly on a log.
Exactly. That's
So-
where it's like, okay, but how do you explain that part?
Yeah, that's a bit questionable.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, the aliens were nice enough to abduct you, but they're gonna leave your clothes and stuff all
Yeah.
nicely folded.
I mean, shit, they're not wearing clothes. Like, think about it.
Do you think
You
aliens
think
wear
an
clothes?
alien would? Yeah, you think an alien would be wearing clothes?
I don't know. Would they?
I mean,
You think they just let it swing out?
I don't even know, man.
Damn,
and I
imagine-
don't even think there's anything to swing out. Like,
You don't think aliens got dicks?
bro, I don't know. Like, I just don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think. If they're real, I feel like they would have done something by now, dude. Or they probably have done something, but we just don't know.
I think I want to say the argument for alien life. I think there is alien life in this universe. Are they intelligent? Maybe. What's not to say that there's an alien life out there that's probably just as smart as us, that are still kind of navigating the world right now, kind of like us, where they still have combustion engines and spacecraft like NASA and stuff. What's to say that there isn't a place like that, like Avatar? Those people are native people, indigenous. They don't care about traveling to the stars. They care about AWA. You know what I'm saying? So what's to say there isn't aliens like that out there? I believe that there's probably some aliens out there. On top of that, it doesn't have to be like us, where they can talk and communicate. Animals. There's got to be some type of alien animal like on a different planet. There's they found a few planets that are similar to Earth, great conditions, same type of gravity, a lot more oxygen, and more abundant in CO2. CO2 and a lot of oxygen create crazy things.
Crazy
So
things, yeah.
back then, about 65 million years ago, just to give you guys an example, 65 million years ago, our planet had a lot more CO2 than what we currently have now. And they also had a lot more O2 than we have now, because they balance each other out. A lot of CO2, a lot of O2. Right now, we have a lot of CO2, less O2, right? But what happened 65 million years ago? You had the fucking dinosaurs. And what happened? Those guys were big. We're talking about animals the size of 110 feet, fucking 50 feet tall. Crazy, crazy. And so you have planets like this out there in the world. There's got to be life on them. There's got to be some type of like crazy animals there. So you
Yeah.
could say that those are aliens because they're not from our planet. And on top of that, we found bacteria on like asteroids and stuff. So those are technically aliens.
I say anything that's not in this world could be classified as an alien, or things that just aren't from Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Anything from Earth is going to be considered an alien. If we find a microbacteria on Mars, it's an alien.
Okay, but bro, just
But it's fucked up how they call us aliens.
yeah, we're probably the aliens to them. So honestly, no, but there's just some nasty stuff on here in the Earth too. Like, do you see the type of animals we have underwater, dude? That's just horrible, dude. That's just nasty.
Dude, there was this video today I saw. This is brand new that they found a new species of I don't even think they have classified it as octopus or squid. It's a fucking alien, dog. Like, this shit inflated into a balloon.
What?
Underwater. Like, you saw the tentacles and everything, and then the
Oh,
tentacles spread
yeah.
out, and then, like, literally you see this membrane. It turns into a fucking balloon. It's a balloon.
I say, yeah, the fact that we have like a small percent of the
3%
of
of
the
the world's
ocean.
ocean discovered.
dude,
I mean, for good
and
reason.
it's so yeah, it's good reason because it's so dangerous. I mean, heck, look what happened.
Yeah, Titanic. Oof.
Like, yeah,
Oof.
we just don't want none of this bad stuff to happen. And the fact, if I'm saying, if we find a correct and safe way to discover the ocean, holy crap, what the heck are we finding?
wanna know.
What the hell
I
are we
don't-
finding? Like, I just want to know. Like, do you think in our lifetime there's ever gonna be a safe way to explore the sea without getting killed? Or...
Obviously, as the years go by, the technology will get better. But I don't want to fucking know what's down there. You know, I like going to the beach. I would rather prefer not
Yeah,
knowing what's
just,
in there.
just above water. Okay, I've always gotten this like often I always get this would you rather. It's either would you rather explore more of the ocean or explore more like or go up to space and explore there. So which one of those two would you rather?
Yeah, I'll take space.
Space.
I'm happy with space.
Really?
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, it's in our oceans. We don't even know what's in our oceans, but at the same time, I really don't want to know what's in our oceans just because.
I mean, shit, we don't know what's in space.
I mean, I'd rather be out there. Because I mean, look, oceans. What's the biggest threat from our ocean?
Fucking
It's just the water level will rise, right?
water level animals.
In space, what's the biggest threat? Fucking anything. An asteroid can fucking wipe us out. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes, you know, a planet killer. A planet killer asteroid, you know how big it needs to be? 5 kilometers.
Oh god.
5 kilometers. That's the distance from my house to your house. 5 kilometers wipes out everybody on this planet. Kills everything. We have another reset. We die out like the dinosaurs. 5 kilometers is all it fucking takes. So yeah, I'd rather be learning about what's up there first because that's the biggest threat.
That's what's pretty much control. I want to say controlling because you can't really like astros can't control what we're doing, but what happens up there is what can
Dictates what happens here.
Here. So if we get hit, dude, we dead, bro. Like
I don't think they're surviving a fucking asteroid impact like that. I don't bunkers. I don't even know if a bunker could
dude.
withstand an
come
asteroid
on, bro.
impact.
Asteroid's like a whole. It's like an atomic bomb for the whole Earth. Like, come on now. That's huge, bro. Like the other day we were seeing like this simulation map on dropping atomic bombs where we live,
yes,
right?
Nuke map.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, dude.
Check out Nuke map, y'all. That is crazy. Yeah, and we did.
An astro is destroying this world.
Yeah,
It's
easily.
It's ending it.
I mean, the asteroid I think that killed off the dinosaurs was only 7 kilometers long, or maybe 6. But the impact crater it made, you can see it in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh.
Like when you go to Mexico, it hit Cancun, that area. So you know why they have all the cenotes was because of this asteroid.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so all the cenotes and shit is all because of this asteroid. And when you go, when you take like a geographical map, I wish we'll probably pull it up for the viewers. But you take a geographical map of the Yucatan Peninsula, and you'll see an indent, literally like as if somebody took a bite out of the top half of out of the top of the of the peninsula.
Of the peninsula, yeah.
And it's why? Because it's a fucking crater impact.
Dang,
So
dude.
you'll see it take part of the top half of the Yucatan Peninsula and go into the ocean, and it's a big ass circle. Like, and that's the asteroid, 6 kilometers long, that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
6 kilometers. That's nothing. How many miles does your truck have?
Oh, dude, it has an ass load.
Exactly.
That's how old my car is, dude.
I think it had like 200,000 miles when I was in the car. Dude.
Yeah, I think so.
200,000 miles. 6 kilometers is what it takes to
No,
kill us all.
no, dude. Yeah, I say you're right, because if we know what's in space, we'll live. Because, like, if we get to know what's up, like, underwater, that's not gonna really impact us in any way above, like, on land, right?
Yeah.
So if we just find these creatures in the water, I mean, shit, they can't come up and, like, kill us, attack us, end the world above water. Like, they need water, duh.
Yeah.
But if we go up there and we find that there's like a big ass rock pulling up out of nowhere to destroy this planet.
I pull up.
I'm telling you, dude, it's better to know that that's coming than, oh yeah, there's a fish in the air trying to kill us.
Yeah, exactly. There's a 200-foot long fish. Damn.
Oh wow.
There's a fucking there's a 10,000 mile long asteroid coming for us. Yeah, no.
Yeah, which
that's the fucking problem.
you should worry about that, not
Yes. Fuck the fish.
yeah.
That. And the thing is about it, if that shit does come here, I mean, NASA, I think last year successfully pushed away an asteroid that was on collision with Earth. It wasn't gonna kill us. It was just a big one.
Yeah, it's gonna hit
Yeah, it was just gonna hit. Like, remember in 2013 that the asteroid that hit Russia?
Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit wasn't even a kilometer long. That was fucking like I think it was like 25, 30 meters.
Oh,
And look at the damage it caused.
still did a lot.
Yeah. That was.
But imagine a bigger one.
You want the perfect example? The Tunguska event. 1904, Tunguska, Russia. Where literally this asteroid, I think about a kilometer and a half long, falls from the sky. And luckily it hit this, like, part of Siberia where it was, nobody lived there. And actually, it went years by undiscovered, right? So, meteor comes in, doesn't even hit the surface. It doesn't even like make a crater.
Oh my gosh.
What's it called? It explodes air because that's how much energy it had.
Yeah, of course.
It explodes over the land, and it vaporized like millions of square kilometers of trees. The pictures are insane, and it took years to actually like what happened. But people that were 100 miles away got their windows shattered by this asteroid. And if we would have taken that Tunguska event and not have it in Siberia, but have it put it over the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
The entire of London city would have been vaporized.
Oof.
And nobody would have known about it because it would have been like that. It's like
Yeah, it's fast.
Mhm.
It's fast.
Apparently, I think it was even much more power than the bombs that we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. Like, that's how powerful. And that was only a kilometer and a half. Like, this is a baby, and that's the damage it did.
Yeah, what if Mama pulls up?
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
man.
Word.
There's no surviving that. Have you ever seen that movie, Leo DiCaprio, Don't Look Up? That's gonna happen,
Yeah.
man. No one's surviving.
Just nah, bro. Just this Earth, bro. We gotta enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah,
man.
for real. We gotta protect it.
Protect it. I mean,
but
just
as I was saying, yeah, NASA pushed away an asteroid. So good, good job, NASA.
yeah,
You did something
You're
good.
on our side now. So
Exactly.
You're on our
So
side.
they pushed away an asteroid successfully. But if it's an asteroid like that fucking big, oh,
Oof. You're going to need the Chilla and Louise for that. But,
send us. We're gonna do the podcast on the asteroid.
we're gonna do it on the Astro. We're gonna do it on the spaceship. We're gonna be chilling.
For real.
We're gonna be taking the last class to space, man. That's how crazy. It's
Hey,
gonna
I
get.
mean, space tourism is gonna be like the next frontier. Apparently,
I mean, shit.
you've seen Richard Branson with those planes that go all the way up.
We're the first podcast to land on Mars, guys.
Yo.
That's right, Joe Rogan. We're beating you. But yeah, we just gotta live the life of the max here while it lasts.
David Goggins will meet us on Mars. He ran there. David Goggins.
David Goggins. And you just gotta live cool, have fun, and
Yeah, because you never know when a fucking asteroid
Astro's
is.
floating out. I mean, shit. Who's this one dude that had the party the other day?
Which guy?
This one, the white out 4th of July party.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot his name. I think it's some like
Hove?
billionaire, millionaire.
Yeah. I remember seeing something about that. Lil Baby was there.
Yeah, Lil Baby was
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
James
yeah.
Harden, Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner. I'm telling you, all celebrities were there, bro. I mean, shit. Mbappe was there. He speaks French. How the hell are they gonna communicate to this dude?
Translator, dog.
I mean, yeah, but Mbappe is across the world, and this guy is invited to this party. I'm gonna look up this guy. His name is Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin. I'm telling you, he literally set up a whole party in California. Where else? Hollywood. Yeah. And he pretty much had a party, a full whiteout party. All the celebrities went, and that party went insane, dude. And I'm telling you, how do you plan a party perfectly that well with so many stars? Dude, I'm telling you, that took time. I bet that took time.
Yeah, to get all their schedules aligned. Yeah, these are definitely busy people. Not that
Yeah,
bad.
I mean,
But who knows? Maybe that wasn't a party and that was just a Hollywood ritual to make them all more famous.
Travis Scott went.
Oh,
I mean, but
hey,
Ye didn't go. Drake didn't go.
they're not gonna invite Ye.
I mean, so they invited weird people. Like they invited Dixie D'Amelio and Charlie D'Amelio. Like, bro, they've only been on the internet for like 3 years, 4 years, and they're inviting them. Like
How old are they?
Mark Rubin is a rich dude, rich old. Well, not no offense, old man. I wouldn't say old man, but he's like,
rich old man. And how old are Charlie and Dixie?
dude. I think Charlie's our age, and Dixie's 2 years, 3 years older.
Yeah, I think you just put it. You just put it 2 and 2 together. Why were they invited?
Because of this. Or something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just don't know, man.
if they're as young as us, and they're getting invited, yes, they have like celebrity followers, but hey, rich old white dude invites super young girls.
I mean, so many like artists went, like athletes went, models.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember. Yeah, 50 Cent
Everything.
made a post on this. He was like, "Y'all motherfuckers gay." He was like, "Why they hugging up on him like that?"
I mean, shit. I bet, bro only has 755K followers, bro.
Who?
Michael Rubin.
Really?
Yeah, I was in shock. I'm like, bro.
But he's a businessman at the end of the day, right?
He is a businessman.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'm not gonna hold you. This is the first time I'm hearing about this man, and for him to have like the party of the year, psych. Let's say we did.
Hey.
But hey, Michael Rubin. I mean, shout out to you, bro. Like next time, I'll take the invite.
Hey, I do want to see what the Hollywood elites are all talking about.
I mean, hey, that party apparently went crazy. Bro literally said in his comments, like in his bio or whatever the hell, or he was like, "Oh, I'm still recovering from the party," and then he's like, "Party dump, still recovering," and I'm like, "Bro,
What are you recovering from? What the fuck did y'all do?
was it that crazy, bro?" Like, shit,
Yo, Hollywood orgies do be going crazy.
bruh. Oh no, I don't think. Nah, please, that would be.
Dude, it's Hollywood.
I mean, I don't think it was at Hollywood, but it was in California. That's all I know.
I mean, these people,
Dude,
they're not like us.
Shit, fucking Mbappe went, bro. Mbappe, professional. He's the only professional footballer I know that went. And bro was getting busy with Kim.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Mbappe.
Yeah, I was not expecting that from Mbappe. I mean, Kim was going on tour earlier this year.
On tour.
Yeah, she took her kids to soccer games, a lot of football games. I'm telling you,
Oh.
PSG, Arsenal, like, and I'm guessing at the PSG one, maybe Mbappe. I don't know, bro.
Hey,
I don't
man.
see Mbappe
Hey,
and her
man.
together, bro. But if it happens,
I mean, didn't Kanye say she had a type? Kim only likes black men.
I mean, shit. What happened to Pete?
Whew.
Bro, she was bored. That had to be the option.
I mean, there's a rumor going around Hollywood talking about Pete Davidson, talking about why everyone was getting up with him. I think you know, right? Do you know about it? Apparently, it's like this.
Hey, man, all I'm gonna say is that
We're gonna.
Kim was bored. Like this gets with this. So
Yeah, I mean, shit.
that's what happens. But Mark Rubin, shout out to you for having a party, but it wasn't as big as ours.
I agree. And honestly, I believe 50. What 50 Cent posted, his parties are way better. I want to go to 50 Cent's
50
party.
Cent? Hey, 50 Cent, bro. Come on.
What-
Hey, shawty, it's
Your birthday. Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna straight up pull up with 50, or just do what we did. Just playing. Don't do what we did.
Oh my god, I'm surprised. At what happened.
Dude, I'm
that night.
telling you, I still have low-key I have dreams about that shit still, low-key.
I have fucking PTSD of what happened.
Okay, all I'm gonna say, we're gonna say this.
This is gonna come for the next episode, fellas. But
let's just say that it was June.
Yeah,
It was
last
one of the
month.
first weeks of June, and all I'm gonna say is that this is what's it went down. I texted Luis one day after work, and I was like, "Yo, Luis, bro, that ass."
Did you text me or no? I think
Oh, wait,
you
no.
actually showed up
I-
at my job.
I showed up at Luis's freaking
At my job.
La Social.
Yeah.
At his restaurant. I straight up was like, "Yo, Luis, bro. Okay, this is what happened." Like, I had in mind this whole time, this for the longest time. I didn't have a graduation party, so I was like, "Shit." Now that I'm recovered, I low-key want to start a party. I want to do a party, right, Luis?
Yeah.
I pulled up at Luis's and I was like, "Yo, Luis, bro. What if we had a party? What if we straight up?"
You did not say that to me. You're like, Luis, I want to throw the biggest party ever. I was like, I want the party of the year. And I was like,
No,
you're talking to
bro.
the right guy.
Yo, no, straight up, Luis was like, "Oh, I'm the perfect person." I'm like, "Shit."
Yeah, I mean, I threw a few parties beforehand. I threw my own birthday party. That had a good turnout. I did this party in February where we all did some trippy stuff and had a good time there.
All I'm gonna say is that for me, I don't know what it was, but I really wanted to have fun. And since I had the group, I had y'all, and shit, I had like a visitor at the time, and
We'll call her a visitor. Yes.
we'll call her a visitor.
Mhm,
And all I'm saying is that I've only talked to her for that week, and she was like, sadly, she had to leave the week prior. So I was like, shit. She's never had an American USA like party here in the USA, and I was like, you know what? That's a bonus. I've always wanted to have a party, right?
Yeah.
And she never has had one here, so I was like, that's a bonus. Might as well just start a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
I pull up to Luis. Luis like, all right, we can get that done. And I'm telling you, I didn't think Luis was gonna go. He told Matt the day after I told him, and bro, it was only minutes. It-
I didn't even call him the day after. It was just a few minutes later.
oh, so you're telling me it was the same day?
Yeah, it was probably the same day.
Oh no.
It was, I mean, I'm telling you, I move fast with these things. I hear the idea of a party, I'm gonna be like, okay, party. It's party time. Even my little sister, she'll go up to me. She'll be like, Luis, party, or about it.
It's all about the party, man.
And surprisingly, I wasn't the one who fucked up.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is that Luis pulled up to the party. No, we
Well,
went to the park.
Yes.
We went to the park and we talked about it more there. And all I'm gonna say is that we built up. We built up to the party. It was pretty good.
I mean, it was getting just the location for the party was in itself.
I'm
God.
telling you, that was pain, dude. We
Yeah.
got my boy Oscar stressing. Like, Oscar, bro. Once again, I'm so sorry, but hey, man, it happens. It happens. But Oscar, he pulled up. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a cool experience." I was like, "Yeah, it is gonna be a cool experience."
Yeah.
Luis thought it was gonna be a cool experience. Matt did too.
Yeah.
And I remember Matt texting me, "Hey, yo, you're gonna have a party, right? Oh, can we pull through?" And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah." Like, I only known you for a week, but like, fuck it. Like, you're gonna be in the party.
Yeah.
And pretty much what all that happened is that we got the Airbnb, and the Airbnb was nice, very nice. It had a theater, it had a pool table, it had bedrooms.
Oh, no shit.
Well, no shit, but like it had good bedrooms.
Yeah, I had the master bedroom, so I was fucking chilling.
Yeah, you had the master bedroom because, like, where
Sadly,
else?
we only got to stay in that fucking house for.
You don't know that yet.
I think we can give that detail out.
Okay,
Come on.
fine.
We were only there for one night.
We'll say that. We were there for one night, and let's say on Friday. On Friday it was pretty cool. We got there, and
The cover story was that we were editors for Mr. Beast, and we just had to make a pit stop in Georgia before we went to Florida.
we can say that, I guess, but we definitely got my so my mom, thanks for her, obviously, she decided so pretty much my mom, she rented out the place for us. She thought it was cool. It was all right. I was like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Only a few people were gonna be there. The Airbnb. It was gonna be chill.
Yeah.
They allowed things. I
Well,
mean,
here, let's make this clear. We paid for it ourselves. Your
yeah,
mother put
definitely.
the name.
She just booked
Yeah.
the Airbnb.
Yeah.
We paid for it because
Yeah.
we like paying for our own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
work hard for this.
Yeah, we use our own money.
Mhm.
We don't put our moms under the bus. So pretty much what happens is my mom agreed with it, but she had a weird feeling, and I don't blame her. Okay?
Yeah.
But we pretty much all we did, we rented the place out on Friday. I was the first one there. I didn't go to work. I mean, shit. I had to go check out the Airbnb and see if everything was chill.
Yeah.
Everything was chill. Everything was clean. We got there, and Luis went there. He made it with Matt. He made it with Chegg, or Diego, as we like to say in this case. And let's just say on Friday it was a vibe.
Yeah. We had a good time.
We had a good time. Luis brought his PS4. They also did.
Had pizza. We were chilling.
Well, not me.
Oh yeah, man.
Me on Friday, I was.
Bro, you were supposed to cook me a burger.
Oh, dude, I was cooking for everyone, right? And obviously, this one girl pulled up, and
The visitor.
The visitor, yeah, and I
Yeah.
had to talk to her literally the whole night, which was cool. Honestly, I say it was cool, and we had a good time. But I cooked. Obviously, I gave y'all the hot dogs. The hot dogs, I would say they were mid.
I was just so hungry at that point. When you're that hungry, everything tastes good.
But I'm telling you, I didn't have the hot dog, so I wouldn't know, right? But I had the burger, and I'm telling you, dog, that shit was so good. Like, even the visitor said it was good. And that's how good it was, pretty much.
Yeah.
And all I'm gonna say is that the next day comes, and Oscar pulls up with Sarah. And if you're enjoying this video, and if you're enjoying this story, I would appreciate you to come to the third episode of the Last Class Podcast.
You got fucking baited. You
Baited.
really think we're gonna put this in the second episode? Next episode. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. You're
And
gonna have to be patient, bro. Come back.
Exactly.
Enjoy yourself.
Because at the
with
end of the
us.
day, 46.9% of you are not subscribed. And for the Spotify listeners, please check out the YouTube channel. And for the TikTokers,
Download.
yeah,
Follow through, guys.
yeah, check out the Instagram pages. Follow the TikTok pages. We're gonna be here.
We're gonna be here. I'm telling you,
exactly.
next episode it will be a very good episode. We're gonna have 2 visitors with us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a full table now.
Full table. We're gonna say every single point of view. All I'm saying is that night was probably the craziest night and the craziest party of the year, Mike Rubin. So yeah,
Mark Rubin doesn't know shit
Yeah,
about
bro.
crazy.
Um,
We're still recovering from that fucking party. We
Dude,
still
it's
got
been-
dreams.
it's been a month. It's been like a month and a half now, and we're still recovering.
Yeah.
And
I-
man.
I still get nightmares, man.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. We here. We're doing the podcast, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.
The second episode.
Second episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the Last Class Podcast.
And for our Spotify listeners out there, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We out. This has been Chillo.
This is Luis.
See you on the third one.
Bye, have a great time.
For this life I cannot change.